Bookish friends, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Drew and this is Drew's Ambitious Reading. And for today's video, I am very excited because it is time for the monthly book haul. And for this month is obviously going to be for the month of June. I have a couple things to go over. One, sorry if you hear any whining, it's my dogs. It's the night before 4th of July, so there's some fireworks going off, so if you hear fireworks, that is why dogs are whining. They're downstairs, so hopefully they'll be okay. And also, 3, if you haven't had a chance yet, go ahead and grab your drinks, grab your snacks, grab a blanket, let's curl up and talk about books. I have a lot of books to go over, so I hope this video is not as long as I think it will be. But I got some books sent to me as birthday gifts and also as ARCs and completed series from publishers, so I'm so excited to go over everything that I got. I will be splitting up this book haul because it is massive already with just this first part. This first part I am calling my birthday haul just because these are literally books I got as gifts and sent to me as publishers. So without further ado, let's get started, and I cannot wait to show you what I got for the month of June. So here's my lovely letterboard. I'll put this up here. Is my June book haul for those who forget. So let's start off with some ARCs that I got. I got a lot of ARCs sent to me this past month, and I'm so grateful for them. So let's start with the first one. The first one is already out. This one came out yesterday as I'm filming this book video, and that is A Darker Mischief by Derek Millman. This is actually our August Queerreads book club pick, so I'm so excited to be reading this in the month of August. I might read this in early because in August we are reading 2 books. Spoiler alert for my book club announcement. But we are reading 2 books in August, so I might read one in July because I've already read my July book club pick. And then I might read my second one in August, like we're supposed to. So I got this sent to me from my friend Kat. I'll leave her Instagram account down below. Thank you so much, Kat, and I cannot wait to read this in July. The next one I got is one that comes out in August. Yes, August. I think end of August. And there's a beautiful, stunning cover to it. So I'll put the cover up here. And that is Our Shouts Echo by Jade. I actually got this sent to me back in April, and I just forgot to include it in my May book haul. So I was like, well, let me add this into my June book haul. So I have this now. I can't wait to read this. I don't know too much about this one, to be honest. It's climate change and unchecked capitalism and all that. So it's from the author of There Goes the Neighborhood, an unforgettable and heart-wrenching contemporary novel that tells the story of one girl, one boy, and the life-changing summer they spend together, searching for the answers. So sounds like a fun, hard-hitting contemporary, perfect for the summertime, and it comes out end of August. I want to say the 22nd, but editing me will let you guys know either on the screen or down in the description box below. I feel like this one is going to fall if I put it here. Yeah, it's going to fall, so I'm going to lean it against that one. So the next one I got was sent to me from Penguin Teen. Thank you so much, Penguin Teen. And that is one of my most anticipated reads, and that is The Extraordinary Disappointment of Leopard Berry, and this is Sunworld Volume 1 by Ransom Riggs. Oh my goodness, I was so excited when I received an email from James over at Penguin Teen seeing if I wanted to get a physical ARC of this. And what's funny is I thought this was a graphic novel from Ransom Riggs, but it's actually a full-length novel. So again, this one doesn't come out till August, so I do have the month of July to read it, or even in the month of August, but I'm hoping to do an ARC vlog now that I have a couple of these physical ARCs for you guys. Next one I got was also sent by Penguin Teen, and that was When the World Tips Over by Jandy Nelson. This is the same author who wrote The Sky is Everywhere and I'll Give You the Sun. I almost forgot the titles. This is her first book in 10 years, and oh my goodness, it is a chunker. I was supposed to read this for Tome Topple, but at the time of me filming this video, Tome Topple Readathon has sadly ended, so I'm hoping to squeeze this in the month of July still, even though it is literally like 500 pages. This one doesn't come out till September, so again, I'll leave the correct release date down below, but I do have a couple months before getting to this one. And then next up I have for my ARCs is Prince of Palisades, I think is how I say it. I am so sorry. Look how gorgeous this cover is. Like, oh my goodness. This is by Julian Winters. This is his newest one. This is a YA contemporary with a mix of magical realism and a bit of fantasy in here as well. It says, a fairy tale romance comes true or a disaster headline in the making. Like, what? It sounds so cute. I won this as a giveaway from Julian Winters himself, but also is from Penguin Teen. But Julian signed my ARC. Let me see if I can get a close-up of it. He signed my ARC. He says, "You're worthy of a crown. Love, Julian." So this is like a prize position for me, so I'm so happy to have this. And again, this one also comes out in August, so correct release date will be left down below. And then speaking of Penguin Teen, they have kindly spoiled me this month, I'm telling you guys. I got the whole Ember in the Ashes set from Penguin Teen. This is one of my all-time favorite series. I know the series is out of order as I'm filming it, but there's new covers to the Ember series, and I absolutely loved it. I know they're doing a read-along for it throughout the whole summer until October, so I'm definitely behind on my reread of this series, but I'm hoping to pick it up sometimes this week. I do need a good pick-me-up series, and I feel like this would definitely be it. I actually got my friend Liz, who you guys met on the channel before. I was able to get her into this series, and she's currently reading book 1, and she says she's loving it. So I can't wait to see what she thinks of it, and I can't wait to start my reread of this, but I'm also nervous because book 3 and 4, they destroyed me, so nervous for that, but definitely check out these new covers if you haven't yet. So just very quickly, I have an Ember in the Ashes, A Reaper at the Gates, this is book 3. Ooh, A Torch Against the Night is book 2, and then A Sky Beyond Storm is book 4. Sorry, it's out of order, but yes, very excited to have these in my possession, and I cannot wait to annotate these paperback editions. And then for books that I got for my birthday, my friend Corrie, who I will tag down below, she got me 2 books. She got me the first 2 books of a brand new fantasy series, and those are The Curse of Saints and The Curse of Sins, both by Kate Dramis, I think is the author's last name. I don't know how to say the last name correctly. I am so sorry. Honestly, I added this to my wish list because it was on my list of 12 friends by 12 books list, whatever that list name is. I always get that list name wrong, but whatever that video is, I'll link it up above or down below. And this is a new adult fantasy, or it's young adult. The first one says, she was not a beacon of light, she was not a savior of realms. If the gods had chosen her, they had chosen wrong. We're following an elite spy who is 3rd in command for Queen, and she has her life discipline and duty using her God's given ability to keep her dark magic from returning to the realm. Sounds amazing. I can't believe how much bigger book 2 is. So thank you so much, Corrie. I cannot wait to binge read this series this year. I know book 3 doesn't come out till next year, or is supposed to come out next year. So maybe I'll binge read the first 2 this year, and then I'll have a year wait for book 3. Okay, the next couple books my friend Taylor bought for me. So my friend Taylor was so kind enough, she bought me 8 books for my birthday. So the first one she bought, we actually weren't planning on picking this one up, but this was sitting at like the coffee shelf that they have for like the $5 deal or whatever, and that is Liar's Beach by Katie Catugno. And I actually was really shocked that my friend Taylor picked this up, because this is a book that me and her generally don't read, but she said it was honestly a cover buy, and then she said she read the synopsis of it when she went to go order coffee. I'll leave that vlog up above or down below, because I'm almost caught up on weekly vlogs for you guys. But this says Sun, Sand, and Sinister Secrets. And it's her first in a new series. And book 2 is Hemlock House. And I think it's already out, or it's supposed to come out later this year. But pretty stoked. This is one that my friend Taylor and I are going to be buddy reading, I hope. If not, that's going to be sad. But yeah, we got this for like $5 at the cafe at Barnes & Noble. So pretty stoked to have it in my collection. I might read this for Summerween as well, so we shall see. The next couple books, again, from my friend Taylor. The first one, actually all 4 of these paperbacks were buy one, get one 50% off, which is so weird because these first 2 are new releases that came out in June and May. And so I got one of my most anticipated reads for June, and that was The God and the Gimmo, I'm so sorry, book 1 of the Fates Threads series by Sophie Kim. I really wish I got the UK cover because I honestly love the UK cover more. I believe I'm going to be buddy reading this with my friend Karen over at Books and Butter on Instagram, and she said she has a physical copy of this because it was also on sale for her, and I'm pretty stoked for this. It says, in this sly and dazzling contemporary fantasy, the most notorious nine-tailed fox in the Korean pairs up with a trickster god turned detective to track down a wrathful demon before it can destroy the mortal world. It sounds amazing. I was really shocked that it was already on sale when it literally just came out June 4th. So happy belated book birthday, and I can't wait to read this in either July or August. I have to double check with my friend Karen about that. The next one I have is one that I'm looking forward to reading, and I actually just got the audiobook available to me today from my Libby account, so I might read this soon, and that's The Honey Witch by Cindy J. Shields. I've been hearing nothing but amazing things about this one. I saw the cover when I was sitting on the table for the buy one get one 50% off, and it says, the honey witch is cursed to never find true love, but when she meets a young woman who doesn't believe in magic, she dares to hope for more. I know my good friend Riley over at Riley Marie, she recently read this and she said it was a 5-star read for her, and it almost got her in a reading slump. So I'm nervous for that aspect, but I'm also excited to see what I think of this one, because me and Riley, we usually have like similar reading tastes, but we differ on some of the genres. So hopefully this one, our tastes will align up, and I honestly just can't wait to read it. It was on my list for the month of May, and I finally have it in my hands. Another one, I didn't really know too much about this one, and I read the synopsis in the bookstore, and then I read it out loud, because that's what me and Taylor usually do, and we both looked at each other, we're like, ooh, this sounds like something we would love, and that is Everything We Never Said by Sloane Harlow. This is a new-to-me author and a new-to-me book, and I think it deals with a car accident of a best friend who died in a car accident, and her now other best friend who's still alive has to go back to school and deals with like the reminder of it. I really don't know too much. It was honestly a cover buy for us, and then we read the synopsis in the bookstore, so pretty stoked for that. And I know it's going to be another hard-hitting contemporary, so nervous, but we shall see if we love this. So I definitely think Taylor and I are going to better read this in the fall. And the last paperback that I got with my friend Taylor, this is The Last Spy Hunter by Celine Goldenberg. I am so sorry for butchering words. This cover is stunning. I first heard about this book from Jade over at Jade Reader on BookTube here. She raved about this one, and when she read the summary out loud, it sounded amazing, so I'm going to read it out loud as well. And this one says, times are changing in Sunryum Kingdom, but Phi Hunter X is committed to keeping his trade alive. He's on the hunt for the legendary Shar Aliyah, the demons of nightmares and madness who has eluded his masters for decades. On his quest, X meets the charming runaway Aryan. I'm so sorry for butchering words. And the two strikes the deal. For a hefty payday, X will escort her through the forest, protecting her unborn child from malevolent spirits. It seems like a simple trade-off, but it turns out there are more than spirits chasing Arian. Like, what? I'm intrigued. This was another one that Taylor and I bought because it was a buy one get one 50% off, so we both got it, and we're like, let's add this to our never-ending list of buddy reads. The next book is one that I actually bought for myself, and that was Chris Colfer's newest middle grade, and that is Roswell Johnson Saves the World. I think this is a first in a new series by him, or this is a standalone. This one also came out in the month of June, so it's still pretty new. I don't really need to know too much about this because I love the Land of Stories series by him. All 6 books were a 5-star read for me, so I'm excited to start a new journey with Chris Colfer, and I can't believe this is his 20th book that he has written, so that's pretty exciting. And honestly, I might save this for August because I usually read a lot of middle grades in the month of August because I think it's just like back to school season for everybody, so hopefully I'll do that in the month of August. If not, you'll see it sometimes in the fall. And then the last 2 books that my friend Taylor bought for me for my birthday. One of them is my July book club pick for Queerreads, and that was Wish You Weren't Here by Erin Baldwin. I'm actually really happy that I've already read this. I read this for Camp Seasonathon. If you missed that announcement, the readathon is already over, but I'll leave my announcement video of that up above or down below, and I'll also leave my TBR video up above and down below, and I'll leave Mel's and Amanda's channel. Anybody I mention will be left down below. This is our July pick. It's set during a summer camp with a female-female relationship story, and I really loved it. I give this 4.5 out of 5 stars. It wasn't quite a 5 stars because I thought there would be 2 point of views that we get from the synopsis, but it was actually 1 point of view, so that was a little disappointing for me. But overall, I enjoyed it, especially because I work at a summer camp, so I got all the feelings that the characters were getting as well. Pretty stoked to do an author interview at the end of July with Erin Baldwin for our book club. And then the last book that my friend Taylor got for me was one of my most anticipated reads, and that was Icon and Inferno by Marie Lu. This is the second and final book in the Stars and Smokes duology. I'm not sure what the name of this series is, to be honest. I actually just read Stars and Smokes last month in June for the first time, so you'll see that in my June wrap-up. I'm hoping to put this on my July TBR. My friend Taylor got me this cute bookmark. I told her to surprise me with the bookmark, and this one says, I just want to read my books and ignore all my adult problems. Mood. So yeah, we always get each other bookmarks whenever we go book shopping. So again, the vlog will be left up above or down below. Can't really talk too much about this because this is a sequel and a finale to the duology, but I'm pretty stoked to see what happens after finishing book 1. So again, hopefully you see this read in the month of July. And then the next book, I got this book sent to me by the author, and that was The Clackety, I think, by Laura Sniff. She recently blurred Rochelle Hansen, who's the author of The Bird and the Bound. She has a middle grade book coming out, and this author blurbed Rochelle's middle grade. And Rochelle was hosting a giveaway on her Instagram of authors who blurbed her books, and this was one that I was quite interested in. I really don't know too much about this. It's honestly sounds like a good book for this is a spooky season. Again, maybe I'll read this for Summerween. I don't know. Who knows? I don't really know too much. I just saw the cover and read the synopsis on Goodreads, and it sounded interesting. So Rochelle Hansen sent this to me as a giveaway prize from her giveaway. So thank you so much, and I can't wait to read this one. And getting down to the final few books of this book haul, this is how much we have left. So these next 3 books, it's actually 6 books, but the 3 books I have to show you are 3 books my friend Liz, you guys know and love her on this channel, she got me 3 books. The first one she got was actually one I was really excited about, and that was The Night Hunt by Alexandria Christio. This is the same author who wrote To Kill a Kingdom, which I read a couple years ago now, and I actually really enjoyed it. It was a Little Mermaid retelling, so I'm pretty stoked for this. I don't know what the retelling of this one is, if it even is a retelling, but I loved the cover ever since I saw it, and it's been sitting on my Amazon shelf or Amazon wish list since it came out, and I was really happy that my friend Liz bought this for me because I almost bought it for myself this month, but then I unboxed her Amazon box and this was in it, so pretty stoked for that. And then my friend Liz made a mistake of buying me book 2 of a series, so I was able to buy myself book 1, but I'm counting it together just to make her feel better. And that is The Last She and the Last City by H.J. Nelson. These are both books that are underneath the Wattpad Books company, and I'm pretty stoked for these, although these are terrible cover change, to be honest. It sounds really good. It says, thief, captive, survivor. She is the only girl who survived. Only she can save them all. The plague has come so suddenly, so violently, that it's impossible to know anything for certain. In the mountains, I asked my father so many times why I had survived that I could almost hear his answers now. I don't know, Ara. Maybe someday we will. And I'm not going to read the synopsis of this one because it is a sequel, but pretty stoked for these. And I know book 3 is supposed to come out in December, so you might see book 3 in another book haul soon, so look forward to that. And lastly are my book subscription boxes. So in the month of June, I was actually really disappointed with the June book of the month options, especially because I didn't realize that at the time when I bought one of my main picks. So my main pick for June was A Talent for Murder by Peter Swanson. I didn't realize at the time when I bought this book that this was a third book of a trilogy. I do own book 1 now because it's on Kindle Unlimited, so if you have Kindle Unlimited, definitely check that out. I'm hoping to read book 1 soon because it fits for the Summerween reading challenges, and then I might binge read this trilogy. I don't know, but the third one is really, really short, so won't talk too much about this, but I will say I was disappointed not knowing that this is a third book in a trilogy. Maybe everybody else who's in the thriller genre knows that this is a third, but honestly, I was a little disappointed, but also happy to have it in my hands. I might give this to my friend Liz, to be honest. And then the last one, my add-on. If you don't know what this is by now, I'm shocked, honestly. I own all her books, and I haven't even read a single one yet, so maybe I'll read this one. And that is Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. This is Ali Hazelwood's newest novel that just came out in the month of June. This actually came out on June 11th, so this one came out a day before my birthday, so we almost shared the same birthday, which is pretty exciting, and we're almost matching, kind of. I really don't know too much about it, and I kind of want to leave it that way. I just know it's very popular, and I got it from Book of the Month. That way it matches all my other Ali Hazelwood book, and I'm actually, spoiler alert for July, I'm hoping to read The Love Hypothesis in July. Can I say that word fast? Probably not. But you guys know what I mean. I'm reading The Love Hypothesis in July, and then hoping to read all her backlist plus her newest one. So very stoked for that. And the last book that I have for my June book haul part 1 is in my June Owlcrate box. Me and Liz did an unboxing of this together, so that video will be left up above, and I'll leave Liz's Instagram down below as well. But that was Of Jade and Dragons by Amber Chen. This was another new release that came out in the month of June. I think this came out on the 4th or something like that first or second week of the month. Pretty stoked to have a stunning blue edition. Like, look at these stenciled edges. Yes, please. And then there's beautiful artwork on the end pages, on the hardcover case, the back of the book. There's quotes on the back. This one says, "A lamp can light up the darkness around you, but a story lights up the darkness within." Oh, I love that. On the front of the book, it says, "Is it worth it? This war we're fighting for?" I feel like this would be a good book to read for the summertime just because of how blueness it is, if that makes sense. But also, I feel like this will be super popular because it is another dragon book. So if you need something to cure your fourth wing hangover, definitely check out this one. I also believe it's a Mulan retelling as well from the synopsis. I read the summary out loud in my June Owlcrate book, my June Owlcrate video. So again, up above or down below in the description. But yeah, that was the last book that I had for my June book haul part 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and now I'm gonna go put these books away because I need to go put them away on my shelf. And I'll see you guys later tonight or tomorrow for part 2. And I hope you all have a good day or night or not. The choice is yours, and happy reading. Love you guys. Bye.